This is a true life story of a girl named Princess who was killed by her ex-lover named Bill. In a small quiet town with a beautiful old church, there lived a kind girl known as Princess. She was gentle and caring and she always went to church. One day, Princess met a man named Bill at the church. Bill was already married and had two children, but he also went to church and was known in the community, especially in the church because he holds a position in church. Even though everyone knew that Bill was married, he started a relationship with Princess. They started spending time together. They met in hidden places, they met at the mall, they met at the plaza, and even in the church, sharing smiles and kind words. Some of the church members warned them that their secret friendship was wrong, but Princess and Bill kept seeing each other even when people told them to stop. One day, the people in town complained to the church leadership and Bill lost his church role because he had already gotten into a relationship with Princess. Despite that, they tried their best to stop this relationship, but they just couldn't stop. Even when Bill was relieved of his church duties and church roles and it became embarrassing to him and his family, he could not just end the relationship with Princess, and Princess too could not end the relationship with him, despite the fact that her parents kept asking her to end it, but secretly she continued this relationship with Bill. Now, has the relationship transited from just ordinary side chick to intense love? Bill decided to take it further and he chased his wife and children, two children precisely, out of the house in the name of making room for Princess. Well, in this story, we were not told anything about the wife of Bill. He chased his wife and his children out of the house in order to make room for Princess. Princess, being a foolish girl, was so happy about everything because she was already crazily in love with Bill. When he invited her over to his house, she accepted, she went, she was taking him, giving him her all, giving him her best and everything. She was living the good girl life because she is now in love with Bill, and Bill too is also crazily in love with her. In fact, they were already planning how they would get married in court until something happened. One day, Princess decided that she no longer wants to be in a relationship with Bill. When she confronted Bill with everything, she informed him that this relationship is not something she wants to continue. She wants to set her life straight and she no longer wants to be in a relationship with him. It was like a nightmare. It was like, why are you saying you no longer want to be in a relationship with me? After everything that I have lost, I lost my family, chased out my children, chased out my wife, lost my church position. I'm no longer holding any leadership position in church. My relationship with God is already a mess just because I want to be with you. And then you say you no longer want to be with me. Bill refused to accept this report. He insisted that the relationship must continue, but Princess was firm on her decision. She no longer wants a relationship with Bill. Immediately, she ended everything with him, cut every form of communication with him. She stopped picking his calls. She blocked him on all her social media handles and everything. But Bill kept on insisting. In fact, he started stalking her. going around. Wherever he sees her, he will kneel down and beg her that please let them continue this relationship because he's really in love with her and he really wants to be with her. But Princess said no and insisted on her words. Then Bill came up with a strategy. He decided to involve his younger sister into the whole matter, seeing that Princess has a relationship with his younger sister and she likes his younger sister. So he begged his younger sister to reach out to Princess and tell Princess that he's sick and she would need his help coming to the house. When the sister reached out to Princess refused and all, but because she's a little girl and she was being so cute, pleading with Princess and all, Princess agreed that okay, no problem. She's going to meet with the brother and they will just have a discussion and all. When she was going, she tried her best to be very cautious and all, but when they got to the table in the restaurant, after eating and just gisting, then Bill brought up the matter about their relationship. He begged Princess again, but Princess insisted and said no, she doesn't want to be in a relationship with him. It was at that moment that Bill lost it. He became angry, he became so furious, he became very insultive. What do you mean by you don't want a relationship with me? After everything I've given up for you, I've given up my entire life, I've given up who I am just to be with you, and then you are saying you no longer want to be with me. Before they could put things in order, Bill removed a kitchen knife from his pocket and began stabbing Princess in the public. He stabbed her severally before people could come and pull him out of her. She was already bleeding and was in a pool of her own blood. Immediately, Bill was arrested, but it was already too late for Princess. She died at the restaurant.